record. So a body releases officially comes out of the beta. So it'll be fully released starting on Tuesday, October 19th. And so the reason I wanted to cover it in the nutrition call and talk about bod and body, we were talking about this in our coach call the other day that, I don't think a lot of people fully realize how much information we have at our fingertips through bod and body. And with the addition of body, we have even more access to things. If you've had Nutrition Plus before this, you've had access to many of the things, especially the nutrition side of things. And so what I'm going to do is share my screen, and we're just going to kind of look through the account and where to find things, what it is, and just kind of do a quick run through like that. And then, yeah, we can talk about it. And if people want to share their favorite pieces of things, that'd be great too. So let me get on here. Oh, I'm still on my Facebook. Hang on. Okay. So this is the main screen to bod. And now you can access really everything through this. It used to be you would go to Beachbody On Demand and it would just be like the programs or the workouts. Now you're also connected with shopping. So if you're in here and you're like, oh, Fruit Punch Energize, that sounds amazing, I'll go order it. So you can just go right over to the shopping center and order it. You can also access body through here now. So let's just talk about bod. So bod is just the entry level standard. These are all the programs we've talked about, like 645 is the new release right now. And while you're in here, if you go into the program section for nutrition, there is a nutrition center. And this is where you're going to find, sorry, it keeps reloading. This is where you're going to find all of the different programs for nutrition, all of the recipes, every piece in there. What you have access to is determined by, what you're subscribed to, if you're just subscribed to bod or body. So in the portion fix, this is going to be the main program.
Can I ask a question about that?
Yeah.
When you subscribe to bod, do you just subscribe to bod or do you subscribe to individual programs? How does that work?
Yeah. So when you get bod, you get every program that Beachbody's made.
And what does that cost?
That's $99 a year is the best pricing. You can also get it at like a 6-month pricing, which I believe is $84 right now, or there's a 3-month pricing, which is like $59. I want to say those might be a little bit off, but they're close to that. But
Okay.
$99 is the best because you get it for a year. And so when you have access to bod, you have access to all of the workout programs. Now, what we'll talk about here in the difference is, depending on how you get your bod, like if you get a total solution pack, then you get access to these nutrition programs. So right now we're looking at the portion fix program. And so this is included in a total solution pack, which range from 140 to 160-ish, depending on which one you get.
So you don't get that with the $99.
You don't get the portion fix with the $99.
Okay.
So but I will tell you what you do get as we go through here. It's going to be the recipe cooking show, the Fixate cooking show, and then the mindset menu, which is the To Be Mindset cooking show. So those are included. So you do get some nutritional information, and there is some nutrition information in 21-day fix and in 80-day obsession for portion fix. Does that make sense, Kathy? So like you get like the basis, the basic model. This portion fix is going to have all the videos that really goes into the detail of the program.
Okay.
So if you can, I always think it's better to just start with a total solution pack. Now, the thing that's new is that, and we'll go, when you have body, so you have to have bod to have body. So this is where it gets a little bit new and interesting. But so let's say you have a subscription to BOD and you now want to add body. That's $20 a month. That does include all the nutrition programs and information. So that means you, with that $20 a month, you also get the nutrition programs and you get what's called, so if we're just talking portion fix here, you're also going to get the monthly fix. So this monthly fix has the newest recipes, has new videos that are supplemental to the program. So maybe she's like, let's go in here and look at the monthly topic. So this month she's talking about pantry meal prepping, a fixed Halloween, cooking with your kids. I can't scroll over because you guys are, your window's right here. Hang on. Oh, it's still, oh, there's nothing to scroll to. That's why I'm like, why won't it let me scroll over there? So in like last month, she had the scoop on poop. So you can learn all about different things to deal with that. She also answered questions about weight loss maintenance. So she has videos that she puts in, and so does Alana. So Alana has what's called office hours. Here we can go look at that one. And these are both programs that are included in body. In addition to the base program. So in the mindset membership, Alana will do office hours where she answers people's questions. And she will also have new recipes that she's adding in there each month that you can go in, look to. So let's see what she talked about this month. So staying consistent as the season shift, 10 food hacks for waste less, save more. And then like last month, she talked about questions related to Plate It. So Plate It is how she does her portioning and macros, right? So she tells you how to plate your breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So these are all like, this is all additional information. And there's so much great information in here. A lot of times on this nutrition call, we will talk about certain topics that Autumn has brought up or Alana has brought up in those monthly topics, and then just talk about it live here. So, okay, so let me reiterate one more time. So, because this is new for us coaches too. So when you have BOD by itself, you will get, we'll scroll over here. You'll have access to Fixate and the mindset menu. These are recipes. But unless you have a total solution pack or body, the body subscription, you don't have access to the full nutrition programs. So either way, you're going to get access to those things. And if we go into Fixate, this is so this week I've been cooking up a storm because I wrote in my post, I don't know who saw it, but basically it's the fact that I felt like I've been in such a rut with food. And my way out of that is finding some new exciting recipes, new things that sound good, so that it gets me back in and excited about something to cook. Because, you know, there's only so many times you can get excited about grilled chicken and some broccoli or whatever you've been making and sounds really boring. So in this Fixate cooking show, one of the recipes I did was an Instapot jambalaya, and it was so good. Highly recommend. That one was really delicious. And if you don't have an Instant Pot, you could totally just do it in a, Dutch oven type big pot. It'd be easy to do. This weekend from the blog, we made the slow cooker apple steel cut oats, the lemon garlic chicken, and the baked ziti. And I noticed there's actually a brand new baked ziti recipe in the monthly fix this month. So she updated it. It has meat, it's meat, cheese, and sauce. So there's not an entire, bag of spinach in it anymore. I don't know if that derailed people. I thought it was really good, but that might not have been everybody's cup of tea. And I think it just used mozzarella. Oh no, there was some ricotta in it, but less ricotta this time.
The ziti was delicious.
The recipe we used from the blog, I think, is a really good recipe.
Yes, it was
Yeah, and it
delicious.
was good leftover too, I thought. So when so the nice thing about all of this is you always have an option to go to, right? And it's containerized, because how many times have we all talked about on here, what container is this? What container is that? How does this food fit into here? And so you can go into, let's go look at her baba ganoush here. Oh, I love baba ganoush. So right here, you go in, you've got everything you need to know. You can see that it's a full green container with a 1.5 teaspoons. And it shows the serving size. So a 1/4 cup is going to be a serving size for this baba ganoush, which is pretty exciting because actually this has tahini in it, doesn't it? Yeah, right there. So normally I would have thought this was going to count as a blue, but it's counting as a green with some teaspoons, which is kind of exciting. I'm glad I went into this one. We'll have to tell Kim she can have this, in place of her blues and still get a green in. So it gives you all the information, recipe, and you're all set. Let's move this. Sorry, I have to move you guys around to be able to cancel out of things. So tons and tons and tons of recipes, salad dressing, desserts. Oh, the thing so here's the other feature in BOD that I love. And I'm assuming I'm always on my app. Here we go. Search. So I am going to make these guys really soon because they look amazing. It's the banana cream pie. So I just put in banana cream pie. I'm going to go to recipes. It's Autumn's birthday, banana cream pie. Now this is in the monthly fix right now. That means it's only released to people who have body. And this will then, in whatever month's time, I think they're like at 4 or 5 or 6 months, where they then release it to the regular Fixate channel. So at some point this will show up in the regular Fixate channel. But so Autumn's banana cream pie, how cute are those little things? You make it with coconut milk and bananas and egg yolk. So it's going to be like that pudding type feel. You're going to have a graham cracker crust and all ingredients and all stuff that you can containerize. So the container counts are right down here. So it's 1.5. So it's 1.5 for just one little pie, but I think it's going to be worth it. Everybody keeps talking about how good it is. So that is how all of this kind of works, right? And I just wanted to show all of these areas. Now let's back out here. And I'm just going to go into body. Now, all of the nutrition information is in the screens we were just in. And I think the easiest way to find it is through that nutrition center. But so even though your membership as body gets you access to all those things, there isn't any nutrition information in the body section of this website or of the app. So when you're in body, this is really where you see the class schedules, the live classes. So this is the addition to the Nutrition Plus that is now making it body. And I feel like I'm talking another language sometimes with all these acronyms and stuff. But what you need to know is we used to have a membership that was really nutrition based, and now we're adding in the live classes, and it's all becoming what's called body. And that's a body membership. That's the $19.95 a month. So this is where you can go in and find live classes. You can go do classes that were previously done. Now, I do think they're talking about doing some live stuff with Autumn and Bobby on nutrition, but I haven't really seen anything released about that. I just kind of got the feeling with some of the intro videos that maybe there would be some live things from Alana and Autumn, on nutrition. But so far we're into the, workouts.
They were talking about doing some meal prep classes at some point in the future, but nothing has come out yet that I've seen.
Perfect. Yeah,
So
so I think
that's
they'll probably put some content on there, or maybe they'll even just do some live talks or something. I don't know. I mean, who knows, right?
Yeah. I have a question. So
Yeah.
if you currently have the monthly fix or Alana's, whatever, that will go away if you opt to not purchase body
Correct.
on a monthly basis.
Correct.
We'll no longer have access to that
Yeah.
nutrition. Okay.
Right. Yeah. So you'll know now you will if you, okay, here's where it gets a little bit tricky too, because I believe, so let's say you bought a total solution pack or what we used to call a challenge pack to begin with, that gave you
Mhm.
access to the nutrition plans. So you should have access to nutrition plans for life. And that's the basic plan, or that's the videoed plans, right? The 2B mindset portion fix. And let's say you had the nutrition plus plan before. So that was giving you access to the monthly fix and the mindset membership. If you cancel the extra membership, Body Nutrition Plus, if you purchase the total solution pack, you still should have access to the regular portion fix and 2B mindset. Now, if you're only accessing those nutrition plans because you're now a Body Plus member, which starts officially on next Tuesday, then when your membership stops, your access to those things stop. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So if you didn't get the nutrition plans prior to this and you're just getting them through the membership, your membership is required to have access to them, just like with the other monthly things.
Yes, and if you already have Nutrition Plus, it's just rolling over. You don't have to
Right.
do anything.
Mhm.
You will be rolled over into the Body subscription.
Exactly.
Automatically.
Yeah. And it's not a price change unless you're a coach. So it's, if, you know, at the customer level, everything is really just staying the same. It's just called something different now, and you get access to way more stuff. So, okay, I'll stop sharing here unless somebody, and we can always come back in here too. If anybody has a question specifically to that, we can go look it up. So yeah, so any other questions related to that? I feel like did I miss other coaches here? Did I miss some, any information about it? Things you think are important to share?
Maybe go over how you sign up for a class.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we can talk about that. Let's share screen. I'm going to need to sign up for
And
a
the difference-
cycling class
difference-
tomorrow.
Yeah, the difference between a live cycling class or like a live class and a class that's pre-recorded in the library.
Okay, perfect. Yep, we can look at that. Okay, so let's go. Does this show? Yeah, here's Friday. So this is the start of Friday. You're going to see a class every half hour right now. And this is just a regular white box here. There's no other icons next to it. So this class has already been recorded, but when they play it like this, you're going to get the music that was intended by the instructor with it. You're just not going to have a podcast background. So you're not going to see a bunch of people in the background. So as we scroll through, you can see there's just a ton of different offerings, from bar to yoga to cycling. And the studio is on the West Coast, so it tends to be a little bit later when you hit the live class. So here's our first live class at 10 a.m. So these times when you're logged in, the times are whatever your time zone is. So you're seeing my West Coast time zones right here. So this red lightning bolt signifies that it's a live class. So I'm going to jump in here and I'm going to say sign up. And so now I'm signed up. That was it. Like, that's all it takes to actually sign up for just to be a part of the class, right? It's a quick one click. And if let's say I didn't want to do it, I could just click it again and I'm not signed up. Now, if you want to be on the camera, you want to be in the background of Body, which means the instructor, so Vitas, will be able to see you. You'll be able to see him. It's all great, right? So he can say, hey, Lily, you need to, put your hips up more in your downward dog or whatever. He'll call you out. So you would hit this reserve a spot. I haven't done this before. Let's go in here and do it. So, okay, so it gives you information about what your background should be like, how to set things up, the podcast rules. I know one of them is you're not allowed to be on your phone and stuff like that while you're while you're on the podcast. You need to be dialed into the workout. And so you'd click that you accept. Let's see what happens. Okay, so I just reserved a spot for Vitas tomorrow. So now I could be on the podcast if I wanted to. So it's that easy, super quick. And it also then just gave this icon that shows podcast. So when I'm like, I can go back out here and let's go to my classes. So it's going to show me what I'm signed up for and that I have reserved a spot in the podcast with that little icon. So easy breezy.
Yes, but don't click on the button until it says join. Otherwise you will unsign up for the class and the bod spot.
Right. And it turns blue when it's join, right? Because it goes from green to blue, I believe.
I think so.
Yeah.
But it says join. If you click before it says join, you will lose your
unsigned
spot.
you up. Yeah.
And then, so to be in the podcast, you can do it from your computer, your phone, your tablet, anything that has a camera on it, correct?
I believe that's right. Lily would know more because she's done a ton of them.
Yes, that is correct. Anything that
Okay.
has a camera on it. So
Yeah,
when
so-
you get your mixed bike, that has a camera on it. So you can swivel the screen around and use that.
And when I'm on my Fire Stick, obviously my TV doesn't have a camera. So it doesn't even show me a podcast option, which is kind of nice. So I can't like sign up for something I can't do because it knows if I have a camera or not.
Mhm.
And so I can just sign up for a class. So yeah,
How many
Pretty-
people can sign up for a spot?
I believe it's at, is it 75 or 90 or 100 right now? I can't remember.
Really? So
I don't know. I
and the
don't
teacher can
know.
see all
how
those
many.
people? And then you
Yeah.
can call out different people?
Yeah,
That's
and
a
some
lot
of
of
them do, and some of them, some of them are more focused on it and some of them are not, depending on the instructor. And I think they're, how they're comfortable with it or depending on what the moves are that they're doing.
Wow. Wow.
It's a lot of fun, and you push yourself way more than you normally would because there's no way you're going to stop doing your push-ups when the trainer's looking at you or and
If he's
encouraging
looking at
you.
75 people, he might not even be seeing you.
Well,
He might-
sometimes though they flash up a bigger box. So
Yeah.
your box becomes bigger when they're focused on you. And so you
Oh.
could be in that bigger box too
Oh.
at any
And
point.
now, are you doing that class tomorrow?
Am I going to? Actually, I probably won't because my bike's delivering during that time. So I'm gonna
Okay.
I need to go find a cycling
So,
class.
so you have to undo it.
Yeah, I'll undo it. It won't
Okay.
be a big deal. It's
Alright.
just a couple clicks.
You
So
can
it's
also, when you sign up for a class, you can also add it to your calendar. Like if you have a smartphone or on your computer, calendar on your computer, you can also add it. So it helps you remind you what you signed up for.
Nice. Yeah, and you get an email an hour before.
That's what I
Your
was gonna ask. If you
Yeah.
forget, do you get any kind of reminders? Okay.
Yeah. So like you get an email when you sign up. So I'll have an email in my phone right now. And then an hour before the class, you'll get an email saying it starts in an hour.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And so the live classes, they have like the music that the instructor has picked, and it's when you have the podcast going, people are involved, and you know, he might be talking about things or just saying, calling out, like, you know, he's like, hey, Sue, hey, Kathy, or whatever, you know, he's kind of calling out in the thing. But those classes are also recorded. So say you really like that class, you could go do it again. It'll be in the recordings, and it'll be, so if you know you like a past cycling class, you can go into the cycling section and find that instructor and redo that class. The music will be a little different because the, you know, the copyrights on that are only paid for during the live class. So it'll go back to a different set of music, but still
Interesting.
great workout.
Wow. Wow. Interesting.
Yeah. And so then the other thing with that is because it's releasing on Tuesday, we'll have a few weeks, and then they're doing like a premiere week. So that is the 1st through the 5th of November. So that's going to be a week where maybe they'll have like Sean T and Autumn doing a workout together. There'll be some really fun things happening that week. They'll be giving away some mixed bikes. They'll be having trainers work together, doing different things. So it'll be a pretty cool week to just show all the functionality of this new set of, you know, technology and what we've got our hands on.
I'm excited for premiere week.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be pretty cool.
They're gonna, yeah, like you said, I know it's gonna be a lot of fun. They're hyping it up, and yeah, it's gonna be fun.
That'll be
Excited
my
to see
first week on the Ultimate Reset. So I'll have to just do the meditation and the yoga classes.
There
that
you go.
week.
So question about tracking. So if you do a body workout, does it track for, I don't
It
know.
has for me. Yeah,
has?
it has for
Okay.
me. It'll show up in the same way your other workouts show up. It'll show up in that listing.
Right.
And yep, you can just add it.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've done one.
And there was talk at one of the coach leadership meetings. We are going to have what's called gamification. So they're going to add in badges. So I'm sure that'll be based on how many workouts you do, maybe the type of workout you do, whatever it is, but there will be badges that you can earn as you're using body to make it, you know, like, you know, whatever you want to go for. But I know, like, psychology wise,
Oh, we're in the
we like to
Scouts.
play games.
Oh, we're in the Cub Scouts.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, like, I
You
have
get a stash and you put all your badges on the sash.
exactly. I have a beer app that gives me badges all the time when I've tried a different beer or a style of beer or whatever, right? That's just kind of how all the apps are these days.
Wow.
So all good stuff. So any questions on any of that information? Or
If I don't have any like membership in anything, and I just want to buy something, like let's say I wanted to buy the what's the protein powder?
oh, like Shakeology?
Yeah, like Shakeology.
Yeah.
Do you have to have a BOD membership to buy?
You do not.
Shakeology?
You do
No?
not. No. So the supplements are different. I mean, the way to go, as I mentioned before, like when you get this, what's called a total solution pack, you get the year of BOD, you get a month of Shakeology, you get 30 days of body, and you get the nutrition plans for all the time. You don't have to have the membership to have those the video nutrition plan. And so that's the 140 to 160. So it's really an incredible value because Shakeology by itself is 130. BOD by itself is 99. Body on its own is $20. So just those things added up there, you're, you know, at half the price and you're getting all those things. So, but then from there, you can kind of a la carte what you want if you want anything. So maybe you get this total solution pack and you use everything for your first 30 days and you're like, okay, I've got BOD for the year, so I'm set there, but maybe I'm not doing the live classes. I really want to concentrate on a program. So I'm just not going to have the body membership. So I'm going to cancel that. But I really like the shakes. I'm going to keep Shakeology going. So then you would continue to pay for shakes, but your BOD is good for the year. So you have access to all of those programs for the year. And so no matter what you continue with, you've got that bod base for the whole year. And then
So-
maybe in 6 months, you're like, oh, I want to try the live classes again. You can just add on that membership when you're ready. It's not something that you have to do for a certain amount of time or for a length of time. You're not like committed to 3 months or 6 months or whatever it is.
So the total solution pack for like 140 gives you bod for the year
Yep.
and gives you body for a month
Yes. And a month of Shakeology.
and a month of Shakeology.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. So it's definitely a great way to get started because then you get to try all the things,
Mhm.
which I like too. You know what I mean? And then you can decide what works for you, what doesn't.
And then you can add on or you could cancel.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yep. And with it, I don't know how much, like, I feel like we don't talk about this enough. They're amazing at their 30-day guarantee. So it's like, let's say you get the body membership and you're like, I just didn't even use it. I didn't find it something I wanted to do. And so you're at day 25 and you're like, you know what? I didn't use it. You could totally call Beachbody and be like, I want to cancel it and get a refund. It wasn't for me. And it would be done.
Really, you'd get a refund.
Yeah. It has to be within the 30 days. So you can't, go outside of that. But that's what's great, right? You can try
What,
all.
wait, is the refund $20 or is the refund 140? What are you saying?
Oh, well, it depends on what you bought. So if you bought a total solution pack and you don't want any of it anymore, then you can get your full refund on that.
Within 30 days.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. And so that all applies to all of these new things we're doing too, with the body membership, always with a total solution pack. So
Mhm.
Did you, you can,
with the bike, if I get my bike and I'm like, nobody's gonna ride it, and I decide I don't want it anymore, you have 30 days with the bike too.
Oh,
you can
really?
give it to me because I don't have mine yet. So
You don't have yours yet, so I'll just send it up to
Not
you.
until November 4th. to
I'll come
transfer
pick it up. I was in Portland on Tuesday. I'll come pick it up.
Wait, did you get a white one? Because I got a gray one. So
I don't care at this point. I just want a bike. But yes, I did get a white one. Oh yeah, I don't care. Did you talk about the $7 day pass?
oh no. Oh, thank you. Yes. So that is the next new thing that I'm really excited about too. So we'll, as of Tuesday, we will now have a $7 day pass. And that day pass for 24 hours gives you access to all of bod and body, which means all of the nutrition information, all of the programs, everything that you would have with bod and body, live classes, everything. So when you purchase this $7 day pass, you have 7 days to use it. So you don't have to like immediately start the second you purchase it. But you have 7 days to use it. It gives you access to absolutely everything. And let's say you use it and you're like, wow, this is incredible. I'm totally going to use this. You can then get $7 off of your challenge pack, or the total solution pack when you want to purchase it. And we've been talking about as coaches, reimbursing people who buy a day pass, go do a workout and report back in the group, and then reimbursing that $7 for trying it out.
Really?
Yeah. Because we want, I mean, it's a great way to just test things out and see all the things you have access to. I mean, we spent 20 minutes looking at just the nutrition, I mean, there's a gazillion programs in there. I know the numbers I've seen lately are over 1,500 workouts in there. So you really can't get bored. And there's always something new releasing. In December, we release Job 1, which is by Jennifer Jacobs, the new super trainer. And it will have some cycling workouts as an option in it, but it's going to be, I believe, a 4-week program, 5 days a week. And I believe it's 20 or 25 minutes a day. I can't remember if it's 20. I think it's 25. Do you remember, Lily?
It's 20.
20 minutes a day. Okay.
It's 20 minutes a day. There are 4 cycling classes that you can substitute the cardio for if you want to. And it is weights and bands, I believe. And
yeah, I think she does a lot of body weight type stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Kelly, didn't you just take her strength and cycling one? I know you're on.
I actually, yeah, I actually did. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, I just want to make sure. Yeah. Um, yes, her workouts, let me tell you, are pretty intense. I did the cycling, and we were doing basically intervals, and I was like drenched after 14, 15 minutes. And then we switched to weights and she was doing supersets. We did, I think, 3 or 4 blocks, and my arms were toast. I was like, oh my God, that was like the best 30 minutes of my life. I was dying, but yes. So I mean, if you're short on time and want a good workout, I mean, if that's how she trains, you can't stop. There's no time to, switch weights, drink, water. I mean, you just gotta, I mean, it's kind of a intense, sweaty mess that you're looking at.
Right. I love it though, but right, if you're going to do
Yeah.
it 20 minutes, then
Yes.
you're getting it done.
Yeah. So, well, that's at 30. So I can only
Yeah.
imagine I mean, you're not going to get anything at 20 minutes as far as like a break. I mean, once you start, I think as far as for weights, you're not going to drop them. I mean, so you
Right.
have to be really careful on what you grab, because you'll lose like probably like a minute if I want to, go from a, unless you really can't lift that. But I mean, you're going to lose a little bit of time, but you'll get used to it. But I liked it. I've already done a few of her workouts, but that particular body sequence is, I like it because you get your cardio and then you get your weightlifting all in one, if that's what you like.
Love
And
it.
she's just a intense instructor. So yeah.
Yeah. Well, and I've heard her cycle rides are really awesome.
Yeah, I've done a few, and let me tell you, she'll take you to the top of the hill, but I don't know if it was for real, if you would make it down the hill. You might have to stay there a night if it was for real.
Right.
Yeah. No, she's really good. She's a really good instructor. She's different. So variety is good with her for sure. Yeah.
I think back to like T20 Transform 20, how it was
Yeah.
only 20 minutes, but every single day Sean T kicked my butt in
Yeah.
only 20 minutes. And I was, just left gasping at the end, of course, because I don't stop very well and I like to challenge myself. But so I'm looking forward to just doing the 20 minutes, because also you can add so many different body workouts, you
Right.
know, because, Joel has a 20-minute core, Megan has a 15-minute core, Autumn is doing a core workout, and then she's, there's a 30-day breakaway live workout with a Dallas on Wednesday of next week, and then there's also an Amwala 6:30 workout on Monday that Carl's doing live with him. I mean, there's so many different workouts you could add on to a 20-minute workout. So
Yeah.
I'm excited for that.
And I mean, the whole reason for this program is to show that you can change yourself, change things about you in 20 minutes a day for a month, right? Like it doesn't have to be these hours or whatever. You can do so much for yourself in that 20 minutes. And so it's really geared toward people making their health and fitness a priority, job one, right? That's why it's called that, so that it is your main job. Because if you can't get 20 minutes in during your day, then it might be time to kind of reevaluate what's happening in your day. So yeah, I'm really excited for it. I think it'll be great. And speaking of that, I put an article, I don't know, I don't remember if I put it in the 2021 day group, but basically there's a study that's been done that was a pretty large study that talked about people's health was more impacted by them moving daily, having exercise, than weight loss. So the weight loss wasn't as important for the health metrics as the daily exercise was. So I thought that was pretty interesting, because I know sometimes we're, pretty focused on what's happening with our weight, but really the moving during the day helps everything, regardless of what's happening with the weight. So.
Well, and that's also too, just a quick little plug, because I know a few of y'all are doing the precision nutrition class too. There's a lot of content in regards to that. As far as just movement itself makes, I mean, that impact has so many benefits. I mean, everything from truly talk about moving. I mean, your digestion, your food moving better in your body.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was one of the actually the last chapter I just covered. So I'm just excited because I finally kind of get how the body works in general. But I mean, that kind of nailed it. If you start moving, you're going to see so many benefits, and even sleep too. I haven't even got into that, but just even sleeping.
Yes.
Can
Yeah.
really
So critical.
Yeah, impact your diet. And I mean, yeah. So everything's connected for sure.
It is so much. I mean, as a people, we are not meant to sit at a desk all day, right? We have not evolved. Our bodies haven't evolved to get that yet, because that evolution has happened too quickly. So we were meant to move each day. And it's funny. I mean, Amwala talks about it a lot, especially right now in week 10. He's talking about movement and the studies and how we're finding out more about our movement and how much we have to be moving in order to move better, right? You can't just all of a sudden have good agility without having been moving prior to that, right? You have to continue to work on your mobility so that you continue to have mobility.
Mm.
Well, good. All right. Well, do we have any other either food labels or questions about anything that we want to talk about? Portion fix or to be related, or there'll be lots more information coming in the groups on body and the day pass and just all that kind of information.
I was trying to see, so I love eggnog, and I don't compromise on my coffee when I have my eggnog. So, but I'm curious. I have, here, I'll bring it over the table so you can see better. So I have classic eggnog, which is not what I normally drink. And then I have coconut eggnog.
Oh yeah.
So I have both of those.
Yep.
So one of them, this one has no protein at all.
Yeah.
But about half of the calories. This one has 4 grams of protein, and 7 more grams of fat though. So I'm curious, which one would you say is a better mix? I mean, this one has more carbs, more calories, more fat, more protein.
I think I'd go more off sugar initially, and which one you're going to enjoy yourself more, because you're probably not using a lot in your coffee.
No.
I really like, there's a Califia one that's called Holiday Nog, and that one is really good. That's an almond milk base. It's really good.
I can't find that one yet, but yes, that's the one.
It'll probably be out soon, but yeah, that one's really, I love that with Shakeology.
Okay, so you would base it off of sugar, not fat or protein?
I think I'd go more sugar based. Like for instance, okay. I do regular half and half right now in my coffee with some maple syrup. So I still put fat in it. You know what I mean? Like if you're keeping it to smaller amounts, I don't know that I'd worry about the nutrition as much as how much sugar, because sugar is easy to add more sugar than what you really need or have to have. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. So if you keep the sugar light.
Okay. Do they taste the same to you, Lily?
No, this one's probably a little creamier because this one's a coconut base. So the coconut base is not quite as creamy. But I'm putting it in coffee, so it doesn't matter to me. I like the taste of coconut, so I prefer this one. My son prefers this one. So,
Okay.
which is why we have both of them in the house. But
If I'm gonna have eggnog, I'm gonna have rum in it and whipped
well,
cream.
I didn't tell you. I mean, I might have some rum in my coffee with my eggnog.
Okay. I never thought of putting it in coffee. Instead
yes.
of milk, you mean?
What was that?
Instead of milk?
Yes, it has coconut milk instead of regular milk in this.
So she's saying
first-
you put
No,
eggnog in
You're
instead of
putting
milk.
eggnog in your coffee
Yeah,
instead of
it's so
milk,
good,
replace it with
Kathy.
milk.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we do that at our house too. It's so
Really? I
good.
never heard of that.
Yeah, you
And
just
I use
Okay.
coconut milk year round, or like the Khalifa coconut milk, or as soon as I can find this, then I start using this.
Really?
So, but it's not, I can't find this year round, so. But
Do you
it
use
usually
that to make
lasts for like,
Shakeology? You do, right, Dina? Deanna, you use?
yeah, we all drink. Yeah, I think we all drink Shakeology.
No, I mean, do you use the eggnog to make your Shakeology?
Oh no, well, only the
Mhm.
almond milk one, and not daily because it has added sugar in it. But it's kind of a nice switch up. Like I think it goes really well with the vegan chocolate.
What do you
yeah.
usually use as the base? for
I
your
do the vanilla.
I
so.
usually use water.
really?
And then
Just
I
water?
just add fruit and vegetables. Yeah, because I
Oh.
find like the vanilla is really creamy. The vegan vanilla is pretty creamy to me anyway. So when I put rice cauliflower in it, it makes it even more creamy. So then I just use water.
Really? Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Or the cookies and creamy is really creamy as well. Like that's what I
Yeah.
had earlier in the car because I was out and about all day. And so I just took one of my packets with me and just mixed it with water, and it's very creamy already. So which is nice.
So you just shake it? You don't even put it in a blender?
Yeah.
And it's creamy?
Yeah, I just add water. So
Hmm.
I eat
Yeah,
mine as a pudding.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
the
kind of got kind of burnt out by just drinking it. So I don't know what I came across I guess a recipe for a pudding, and that's how I've been.
How do you get
eating
it pudding consistency, Kelly?
All I do is I do a scoop of the Shakeology. I like the chocolate, and then I put basically a what's the measurement of a yellow? Is that
half a cup.
Half a cup of almond milk. I mix it up, and then I throw in a little bit of almonds and sometimes coconut shreds in there, and I just eat it like that. It's a dessert for me. It's just a different way of
So it
getting
comes out thick? You don't have to put it in the freezer or refrigerator?
Nope.
Really?
Nope, just mix it up really good, and yep. So that's how I've been eating it for quite a while, probably about 6 months.
That
So
sounds good.
it is good. Just mix it really well.
Okay.
Yeah. Otherwise, you're going to be eating like a scoop of powder. That I've done that. Sometimes I've like done it too quickly. Like that did not go well.
Okay.
But yeah,
You
just
can't
mix it
just
really
shake
good.
that though, right? You'd have to put that in a blender?
No,
I think you could whisk it.
no, you just mix it.
Yeah,
Just mix
Really?
it
Comes
with
out
by
that
hand.
thick?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, just mix it by hand with a spoon.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Shakeology must be different than like regular protein powder because
Well, it is different because it also has like a ton of other whole foods in it. But it still acts like it's still the same size and acts the same when you mix it with different liquids and things like that.
because I can never get mine consistency like pudding. It's always like drinking it. My cousin does, but he puts all kinds of stuff in it. He puts nuts, he puts oats, and that I guess that's what, and then he puts it in the refrigerator, and that's what makes it like pudding. For me, it just comes out watery.
Hmm.
No matter what
I
it
would
is.
use less liquid.
Last
Yeah,
liquid.
that's the reason why I use half a cup, because usually with a shake, you do a full cup. So you do have to, otherwise it's going to be all watery.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think I've learned the hard way, probably the first or second time. Yeah,
Okay.
you just have to, it's practice. Practice makes
Okay.
perfect.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Well, my gosh, we're already to 6.
9 o'clock here.
Yeah, 9 o'clock there. Bedtime. Well, at least
Hey,
9
tomorrow is your favorite
football team.
Yes.
Yeah. I would expect I'll see Lily in some Seahawks gear. I will for sure be in some Duck gear, and Sue will be in the Browns gear. Is that right? Kelly,
You
I don't
got
know
it.
who your team is.
I don't have one, but
What?
Yeah.
You're supposed to be like a Cowboy fan or something, aren't you? Or Texas or something.
Texans.
no, back in the 90s when they were actually good.
How about you, Kathy? Do you have a team?
No.
Yeah,
Oh.
I don't. You know, if Dave is here, I'm supposed to be rooting for the Arkansas Razorbacks. But
Yes, yes.
I think
Yes,
I'm
but
looking more
sorry.
at the Giants.
yeah. So, but no, I'm not. Honestly, I don't have time to watch football or cheer anybody on. So
I love the T-shirt that says, "I just hope both teams have fun."
Oh,
All right. Well, just wear a color or something, and we'll just assume you have a team based on that color.
Okay.
So wear blue.
Yeah. You
We're
can support
brown
the
and orange.
Seahawks with Lily.
We're brown and orange.
We'll see who she picks tomorrow.
I know. If you wear brown and orange, you can wear the same thing for
Nobody's
Halloween.
got brown and orange together.
I know,
Nobody.
who wants to wear brown and orange anyway, right? It's the worst colors out there.
Oh, I think they're great. I like brown and orange.
There you go. I'm sure you've got something.
my high school, or actually my whole, because it was all, I come from a very small town in West Texas, but our colors were brown and white. I'm not
Oh.
lying about this.
Ah,
Dirt, the color of dirt.
yeah.
Yeah.
What was your
Brown and
mascot?
white.
What was your
brown.
mascot?
A Mustang,
Huh.
brown.
Yeah.
That makes sense with a brown
Yeah.
Mustang. Yeah.
Yeah, brown.
And West Texas is fairly brown, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's
flat and
flat,
brown.
dirt, tumbleweeds.
Seems to kind of go with it then. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Cactus.
It's dirt. It's dirt for sure. I mean, I know when I was up there in May, it was kind of unusual. I kind of felt like I was in a jungle. I don't know if Lily remembers all the noises from the I don't even, they're called cackles.
The birds.
There's some
Yeah.
birds. Yeah, the birds. Oh my God. That was interesting. But at that time during May, it was green. It was weird. I felt like it could have almost passed for being on a beach because it was so green. I just needed the water. But that's very rare. Otherwise, it's like you go outside and talk about, that's the interesting thing about like my dad. He's used to wearing a mask because it's so dusty that for him during COVID, that's standard. It's like, oh, okay, I'm used to this. So he's walking around even in the house with a mask on. I mean, yeah, he's just used to it. So, but yeah, it's super dusty, sandy. Oh, and that's the name of our school, Sands Mustangs. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you couldn't even.
Can't pick it any better.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, exactly. Yep.
They got very literal in your.
Yes,
yeah.
exactly. Yeah,
What
couldn't
colors
come up
were
with a
you?
better name.
Maroon and gray. We were the Falcons,
Oh, nice.
my high school.
Nice.
We were black and orange. Nothing
Halloween.
too exciting.
Yeah,
Halloween.
we were maroon and white.
Those are better colors.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just had our 50th reunion in the 51st year because of COVID. And now we're planning one next year for the class of 70 turns 70. So they're gonna.
Nice.
Wow.
That'll be
they're gonna
fun.
do
Cool.
Yeah, my 30th was this year, but I didn't go. So
Really,
yeah.
we have so much fun. Okay.
All right, you
All
guys.
right, Deanna, you want to take a picture?
Oh, yep.
Since I'm on my phone, I can't take a picture of everybody.
I am on it. Okay, big cheese, ready? All right, you guys. Okay, well, it's good to see you. Jump on Body and check out some of the stuff. And I'll send out pictures tomorrow on my bike.
Okay. Looking forward to it.
I'll put a little picture of Lily in front of me so you can pretend like you're on the bike.
I'm gonna come down there for super weekend and
There you go.
come
Yeah,
visit
just
you
use it
and
in the garage. I'll
ride-
give you the garage
ride
code.
your
You can
bike.
use it.
There you go.
Oh, you sure you don't want to? Well, I guess you don't want to put it on your patio because it'll be
Well, it'll kind of be in the way out here. Yeah.
well, and the weather would get to it, I think.
Yeah. And there's just, I have a lot of furniture out here, so there's really not a space, but yeah,
Gotcha.
Put it in
that's
your
all right.
gym,
It'll be good in the garage.
in your gym.
Exciting stuff.
All right, ladies, have a great night. We'll see you in your football gear tomorrow.
Bye,
Sounds
guys.
good.
Bye.
Bye.
Later.
Good night.